How's it going, everybody? PJ for PJ Play on Twitch, PJ over on YouTube. We're back on Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. And we got a full boat here, full up here. We got a couple of, we got a Bandit over here. A Chieftain Bandit comes in with some, looks like suspension and gearbox issues. Spray it the factory color. All right, so the factory color is a light blue. It's currently a green color. And that leads me rather unauspiciously into talking about the third upgrade and final upgrade to my garage. So I have my tuning room where I can bring my cars in here and try to tune them up and increase their performance and whatnot. So we've got this as a new room, and we also have a paint room here. Kind of come in here, and so we can get cars in here to paint. So there should be really no reason why we cannot take a car from barn find to finished product. So we've got that. What else do we have? Toolbox. As you can see, we have 3 lifts now, 1, 2, and 3. We still have 2 standing areas here, so 1 and 2. And this works. This includes your second upgrade. So if you haven't reached 3 yet, you can still, if you have the garage, what do they call it? Where you can change your garage. That's over here in the corner. It's this ladder and tools and whatnot. If you click on that, this is where you can go to change up your, let's see, well, let's go back to the floor. Gate A, B, C, D, E. Okay, cabinets, office, column A. No, come on. Just reset. There we go. Okay, so if you go here, and then you can kind of go through the options, change the flooring and whatnot. So we're not going to do this now. We'll do this more once we get the place clear. Because one of the things I do know is that having cars in here does make it hard to see some of the effects. So we'll try to get these cars out of here first, and then hopefully we'll have enough time to play around with the, what's it called? I can't think of it. All right, so we've got this Bolt Rollett F mill. Okay, I've taken care of the engine problems. We've replaced the timing, so we've got that taken care of. Couldn't start the car when it first came in. That's been taken care of. We changed the filters. Car is hard to control. So this is going to be some suspension issues, obviously. So we'll, I think we'll get it out on the test track and we'll run it. We got repair all running gear faults. Again, double wishbone shock absorber, rubber bushing. So this is, again, more, I think these two are going to be the same. Its suspension transmission is not responsive. We've got that one taken care of. So I think we'll get this one. Whoa, getting some lag. Okay. Everybody calm down. Calm down, everybody. All right, let's go ahead and run it out. Oh, my gosh. Wow, that's ugly. U-G-L-Y. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly. All right, so we're going to take the Bolt Rollett F mill. We're going to take it out on the test track. Hopefully, I don't know what the CPU is doing, but yeah, she's acting a little hinky. She's being a little hinky. I don't like it. All right, here we go. Let's get her on the acceleration test. No, she's still working on something. Wow, this is horrible. Okay, this did this the other night too when I was trying to play. Wow, American Truck Simulator. Sorry, I'm kind of trying to figure out why it's doing this. And so I had to literally shut down my broadcast for a while. I'm having a lot of problems with Twitch lately. I don't know why that is. It also seems to be cutting off the end of my streams. So it's ending like about 5 minutes early. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Okay, this sucks. Bear with me, folks. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna shut this down. I will kill this, so it doesn't see much light of day. Oosh, there you go. That's what you wanted to happen. Thank you very much. And then we will try to come back, and hopefully we'll have better results. Let's take a look at this though, because I won't run this over again. I don't know what is happening, but yeah, like I say, all right. So here we've got to look tie rod, U-bolts, inner tie rod, front sway bar. So yeah, this is all front suspension, leaf spring U-bolt. Obviously, that's going to be rear suspension. So yeah, so we got suspension issues. Are you better? Do you feel better now, or are you going to keep being a jerk? Oh, you look like you're a little bit smoother. All right. So I'm game if you are. Let's try this. She seems like she's performing a little bit better. Maybe she just had to get in the swing of things. All right, so let's go ahead and take care of the front suspension first. Ah. Okay. There you go. So yeah, I've been buzzing along. As you can see, I've made $324,000. I did get the third and final upgrade to the garage, which was a while in coming. I did paint my first car. It was kind of similar to the other project that we have in the shop right now. Was somebody came in with a car and wanted it returned to stock color, so it wasn't a big deal, and it was all rusty. So even though I painted it, it doesn't get rid of the rust. I found that out. So you do need to do some body work before you paint it if you really want it to look good. So yeah, so it was a truck. I think it was kind of similar. It was a green color. They wanted it painted back the same color, which wasn't the light blue, but it was some other color, and so we did it. It was kind of cool. And then, like I said, once we get done with this stuff, we will clear out the garage today of these, hopefully all of these jobs. But now that we're into the third incarnation. Sorry, I had a Nacho Libre moment. But the jobs seem more in depth. I'm starting to run into piston rings, so you think you got everything taken care of, and then ultimately you wind up having to take everything apart because it was a piston ring that I didn't get the bearing. That you forgot to get, or that was the other thing too, is you take care of one thinking you've got it. So anyway, ultimately the jobs are getting a little bit more in depth, a little bit more time intensive. So as much as I would love to say we're going to blast through these 4 vehicles here, again, as you saw, I did start this one last night after a marathon. I think I sat here. Y'all are going to hate me, and you're going to think I'm nuts, but I just got so into this last night. I literally sat here for 4 hours and played this game for 4 hours after, obviously it was after dinner. It was, we were just watching TV, so I had it on and I was watching TV and working on the car. I rebuilt this entire engine. You can see how nice it looks. It came in, it was kind of in bad shape. So I rebuilt the entire engine. That took a while, and that was not the first engine I had to rebuild. So, like I say, it's become more time intensive, and you're going to spend some quality time on each project. So it doesn't swing as fast as it swung before. So something you need to be aware of and just deal with. We got 6 on the line, but I don't have any room in the shop, so this is 1, 2, and 3, and that's how I put it. I put the cars in that way, so the first car that comes in I put on 1, and so on and so forth, basically because I want to try and get them through as quickly as I can. Got a lot of brake stuff, but not a lot of suspension gear. I was hoping for a little bit more suspension stuff. Although, you know, and the knuckles, I mean, they weren't in bad shape to begin with. I don't think the rack was in bad shape either, so. All right, so that's what we got for front steering. We're gonna have to, let's take a look down here. We're gonna need, what are we gonna need? Oh, so those are shocks. We need front sway bar B, 4 rubber bushings. 4, 6, 8, 10. So 10 rubber bushings. Front sway bar B. Oop. Front sway bar B. And 10 rubber bushings. Boom. Thank you. Rubber baby buggy bumper. What did I say? 10, right? 10 rubber bushings. We can go ahead and drop that front sway bar in. And we can drop the rack in as well. Boom. Boom. Okay, so now we're going to look at inner tie rods. Inner and outer tie rods. I know the knuckles are okay, so we're okay that way. Oh, I should kind of start by Pete. Slow your roll, Chief. Slow your roll. Okay. Done did that. We got 1 knuckle that's in good shape. Wow. The other knuckle's in good shape too, right? Yeah. 2 knuckles. So the inner tie rod, there's 1. Yeah, inner tie rods need replacing. Again, the outer tie rods I figure probably as well. Why am I only seeing 1? There's 1. There's 2. Okay. Inner and outer tie rods, we're going to need 2 of those. Inner, 2, outer, 2. We're going to need our front end sway bar. I can't remember if it was... sway bar front end link. I said it backwards. I don't know if it was an A or a B. I think it's a B. It is a B. Okay. Trust in the Force. The Force is strong with this one. He knows many forces. And then we're going to need upper bottom suspension arm. Not lower, bottom. Not lower suspension arm. We need the bottom suspension arm, which is a B. It just says arm. There was no letter discerning. Oh, Pete. Bottom suspension arm, correct? Where'd you go? Bottom suspension arm, upper suspension arm. Let's go ahead and knock those 2 out. Bottom suspension arm, we'll need 2 of those. A purchase. This is going to rack up with some cash here, but upper suspension arm, we'll need 2 of those. But I tried to throw them on the bench and didn't offer me any opportunity to clean them up. So we have what we got, you know. Inner tie rod, front steering knuckle, outer tie rod. Tie that in. We're going to get the bottom suspension arm. Boom, boom, boom. Go back to my room. Boom, boom, boom. And right there. Front axle knuckle cover. Oh, front wheel hub. We need 2 front wheel hubs. But then I think we got everything. I think we'll be able to blast through the other side because we will have everything at that point. Front wheel hub. Dose. Front wheel hub. Oh no, there's still the bearing and then the where you at? I gotta get up higher, I think. Wheel bearing, wheel hub bearing. We're gonna need one of those. Wheel hub cap. I think that's okay. 69%. Yeah, the hubcap was okay. So we need a wheel hub bearing though. That's okay. We can do that. How about this 88? That's okay. We can do that. Caliper and cylinder. Those are good. Those are good ones. Good ones. Those are good ones. That tire's a good one. We still need shock absorbers, and that will be another issue that we will take up in a moment. We can always put those on afterwards. Although we might need, I might want to stop before I put the tires on, because I think I'll have to take the tire off to put the shock on. So I may have rushed that a little bit. Sway bar, front end link. Oh. Okay, very good. Yeah, like I said, I think I'm going to hold off on the tire. I'm going to actually pull this one off as well. We'll go get the we'll go get our shock absorbers set up. We'll throw that on there. I think we'll be pretty close to being done with this one. Excuse me, I have to let me clear my throat. Kick it over here, baby pop. Anywho. Nope, we're in the front, not the back. 2. Like I say, once we get the garage clear, I'm going to go ahead and do some customization. That's the word I've been looking for, customization. Double wishbone shock absorber. We'll customize the shop a little bit, and then we'll call it. And then on the next broadcast, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a couple cars from the parking garage, and we'll get to work. I know we were working on the Willys, and I think it was the Bolt Atlanta. No, can't do that yet, Peter. And we'll bring them in, and we've got to rebuild. I believe it's the... Is it the back? No, I think we did the back end. We're going to rebuild the front end of both of them, and then maybe we'll even do some body work. Maybe we'll use the We got the welder over here, which is a new tool. No, that's a toolbox. Interior detailing toolkit. There you go. You got a battery charger, so you don't have to buy a battery. You can charge it. Here's your welder. This is how you will fix your frame and actually get rid of some of that surface rust on the body that you can't get rid of. This here, I don't think you can't replace this panel. So once you fix the frame, it fixes this surface rust. I'm sorry, I gotta get back to work. So yeah, I mean, like I say, I'm excited because we can now go. I mean, we can literally take a car from barn find to showroom ready. And that's exciting. That's exciting. I'll let you take a look. As long as we're waiting, we'll take a look at the toolbox. You can see how I've got almost everything opened up. I think these might be two. You may need two for those, because those haven't opened up yet. So we'll see how it goes. But we're just going to keep going along. I'm looking forward to trying to trick out the Willys Jeep. Try to go with see if I can't get it lifted a little bit. Oversized tires, and then see if we can't take it into the performance shop. See if we can't get it get that torque going. See if we can't get that thing. I really would like to take it out on there's a four-wheeler track that has this immense hill, and I have not been able to get up that hill yet. So I'm hoping I can build the Willys to the point where I can literally get up that hill, and I would consider that a victory. All right, so find and fix did. Timing things did. Cannot start the car, done. Did that. Change the filters, did that. Hard to control. All right, leaf spring U-bolt and plate. Wow, that's pretty easy. Repair all running gear faults. What do we got? A couple rubber bushings. Oh, I think I know where those are. Okay, that's front. All right, yeah, cool. Coolio, man. I'm almost positive that's what. Yeah, right here. Booyakasha, as they say in Europe. Booyakasha. Rock the Casbah. All right, so we're going to need, and it looks like, this is the other thing I'm trying to do, is stick to what the customer wants. Obviously, when you go in here, this is what the customer is expecting you to fix. If you fix more of this, it runs up this, and then you don't get this, So trying to stick with just replacing what the client wants. Otherwise, you're talking about problems. Okay, so from this and from the job order, we know we got to replace these 4 leaf spring U-bolts and these 2 leaf spring plates. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I have had some luck bringing these back to life on the bench. So hopefully we'll be able to do that again. Save the client a little bit of money, because we have spent quite a bit rebuilding his suspension, along with, we did have to, again, we had to rebuild the engine. A lot of problems there. So we've done a lot of work on this. I'm hoping we're going to get a bonus, but I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and hit the bench and see if we can clean these up a bit and get them back on the car. Nope, they're not going to let us do it. So I don't know how to tell when that is going to happen. I don't know if it's just kind of a luck of the draw type thing. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what to do with this stuff either. I feel bad getting rid of it, but I wind up with so many parts in such bad shape, and I'm never sure of how or if I'm going to be able to rebuild them all. So quite literally, when I start to build up too much of a backlog, I just sell them. Just like get rid of them. Because I always prefer, I like having a blank slate almost. You know, when you get a car in, you know, clear out what you've had in your pocket. This way, you know everything that comes off of this car now that just came in. That's what's in your inventory. You're not buying parts you don't need. You're not doing stuff you don't have to do. Okay, so there we are. You take a look at the job order. Again, find and fix all engine problems. As you can see, there was a lot of problems in that engine, so we rebuilt it. I actually pulled it out, rebuilt it on the engine stand. I'm finding that that's a lot easier way of doing it than trying to climb all over. I don't know how many times you can raise the car, and then, especially the starter. Is sometimes you can reach the starter from under the car. Sometimes you have to do it from the top of the car. Invariably, I'm always in the wrong place, and I wind up having to bring the car back down again or check it back up again. So, yeah, being able to take everything off of the car and get it out of there, it's a lot easier. All right, we got the car started. We had a bad starter, so we needed to replace some spark plugs. I might have gotten dinged there because I think I may have replaced too many spark plugs. Replace the filters. That's good. Car is hard to control. That was suspension. We got all that. We repaired all the running gear faults, and that was, again, a lot of suspension issues. We saw that. And transmission was the gearbox, and we fixed that. We are going to make a job bonus of $3,550, so we'll finish that up and let it go. Wait, it's up on the... We can't just have the person come in and take it off. That's... I think our insurance would be mad at that. Number 128. And you can go to 2. All right. And I think we now have, there you go. And when you hear that cash register, that means you're getting the bonus. So we also have, do we also have, or don't we don't? We don't. It's just one jack. One engine jack. I thought we had another one. All right, brother, you can move up into the number 1 slot, although we're going on to number 2. There we go. All right, so here's our number 2. I love it. It's from Virginia. I get them from all over the place. I had cars from Slovakia. So this is pretty cool. So what seems to be the problem with this here monster beast? All right, this is the Bolt Grand Vacances. Vacancies? Am I making this harder than it needs to be? Find and fix any running gear problems. Running gear. Knocking sound coming from suspension. Whoa, that's a lot of problems. Loud exhaust. That's just exhaust. Okay, running gear problems. And suspension. Let's see if we can't get it on the test path. Again, I'm not anticipating a lot of problems with the brakes, but there is a suspension test here inside the test path that we can do. There's another one, a little bit, I think it's a little more in depth on the test track. So we may wind up doing that with this, although this is, I don't know, this is, this may not do very well on the slalom course. Yeah, like I said, I'm not anticipating that the brakes are going to be in trouble. I'm thinking more about suspension. Yeah, I do pretty good. All right, driver's side front needs some work. Kind of dig the cockpit. Small rubber bushing, front shock absorber cap, double wishbone shock absorber, rear shock absorber B, leaf spring, and double wishbone shock absorbers. So these are the things I'm talking about. So those are the 6 things I want to make my first priority. Because, like I say, stick to what the client really needs. Small rubber bushing. Well, that's easy. And the small rubber bushings are usually in what? The leaf spring, right? Yeah, I think they're in the end of the leaf spring. Front shock absorber cap. But I don't want to run and buy them right away because, again, I may be able to bring these back on the bench. So I just want to make sure that that's keeping a note. Can I use the note function? I never know how to use the note function. I promise you, folks, I will look into it. I will get better at it. The problem I always have, and this is the same with computer building simulator, is it has a note function, but then when you get to the shop, which is where you would want to read off of your note just to make sure you're ordering the right stuff, you can't access it. At which point you're like, well, what's the point of me I could just write it down on a piece of paper that I can see when I'm placing my order, and then that's where it's helpful to me. So I don't know why that is. I'd love to hear a reasoning for it. Double wishbone shock absorber. So there's two, right? I could just make a two. Why are you writing that the second time? All right, so that's that. That's pretty good. But if we were to look at, you can still see there's still a lot of not discovered parts. So I think we are going to try and get it out on the test track. Can somebody explain to me what the hell's going on with Twitch? What? I never had any problems before. Now all of a sudden it cannot carry a full broadcast. It can't, not broadcast, stream. It can't carry a full stream. So what winds up happening is I wind up having to do, I get 12 stupid streams for like basically one thing. I wound up having to download them, stitch them together so that I can upload them to YouTube. I don't know why. And it's telling me, yes, yeah, you need to turn down your resolution or whatever, but it's like, why? I never had problems, but why? Why all of a sudden I got problems? Why? Why? Tell me why. Tell me why. They can't do it. They can't tell me. They don't know. They don't know. Okay, so here we go. We get a little bit more of a breakdown. Again, that's one of the reasons why I do like the test track. Front sway bar B is going to need to be replaced. We got the outer tie rods. I'm sure there's two of those. Yep. Solid rear drive axle. There's two. Ooh, well, only one maybe. Again, stick to just replacing what needs to be replaced. All right. I'm enjoying that. Let's go get her back on take a look at the work order, and we'll get her back on the second lift. Still got one more thing we haven't discovered, but I'm sure that in the process we'll find it. Again, we've discovered all of these, so that's pretty good. Exhaust, I don't know if there is a test for exhaust. Exhaust is pretty much a, hey, look, that pipe looks rusted kind of thing. Maybe we should replace it. All right, so suspension issues DiGiorno, and of course, because we've tested them all, we can go ahead and look at them in examination mode, and it will go ahead and show us the colors. Bang. Bang. Okay. Again, overview mode, you can see the shock is shot. Front sway bar is shot. Sway bar front end link is shot. I'm sorry, this is the sway bar here. Same thing here, you got a wheel bearing that seems shot right there. You got an outer tie rod that's shot. So we got some stuff in the front. Here's the back. Again, we got some issues in the back as well. Just one side, really. It looks like the driver's side. So let's go ahead and get to work. Let's do the do, people. I'm hoping this will stay running. Yeah, so that's, I'm dealing with that. Anybody out there, if you got, oh, no. If you got any ideas or can offer up suggestions as to why that's happening, and I really don't want to turn down my resolution. I'm not really pushing the outer envelope as it is. You know what I mean? If I drop it anymore, I'm not sure what you're gonna be seeing. You know, is it gonna be something or nothing? I don't know. It's above my pay grade. I press the go button and then it goes. What do you want? Oh, look at the exhaust. Now you can see it. Let me get all these parts out of the way so we can get a really good look at the exhaust system. That's what this is. This is just a thinly veiled opportunity to spy on the exhaust system. Knuckle. All right, we can't take the rack out or the sway bar because it's connected on the other side. So we can, though, switch into examine mode. Both of these are yellow, which is good. We can take a look at that. That's yellow as well. So we're going to head over to the other side. We are going to break on through now to the other side. Can I break out to the other side, please? It's going to make it difficult because I cannot. There's a wheel there. There it is. Just had to get a hold of it. Just had to get enough of a grab of it. I wish it was that fast. That is so freaking cool. That you can do it that fast. Boosh, boosh, boosh. I guess if you got to like Indy or something and you were part of a pit crew, those guys are pretty quick. Uh-oh. Now we did it. Let's see. That was a glitch. I got locked in there for a second. How's my bit rate, y'all? Wow, that exhaust manifold looks like it's going to need some TLC as well. What? Oh, that's right there. No. Okay. Sway bar front end link. We forgot to take that off. Thought we took you off already. All right. All right. That is the front end suspension. Let's go see what we can fix up on the bench to save our client some cash. Bottom suspension arm. Caliper cylinder. Those are the ones that bug you because you try to fix them. You're doing something nice for your client. Although, to be honest with you, you probably should just leave it alone. Because it's not on the list. So you're spending money, even though it's like $4, it's not a lot, but you're still spending money on something that you don't need to. This is 71%, which is the other thing. You don't want anything to break. Front steering knuckle C. Yeah, so that's the other thing too, is I should be paying more attention to the minimum requirement of being fixed. I'll show you that in a second, but I have completely and totally disregarded that. And I just decided I would fix everything. If I can fix it, no, that's okay. That didn't break. That was just a sound effect. I'll although it's that same sound effect. So let's take a look. What was it? Was it... All right. Okay. All right, well, let's do this. Actually, we need a front sway bar and front sway bar B and a steering rack. Steering rack wasn't on there? Normally you can, or is that the one I broke? Front sway bar B, steering rack. Okay. Steering rack, boom. Front sway bar B, boom. I've got two of them. Two broken ones sitting in my inventory. Knuckle, inner tie rod. Here we go. Let's take a look. Anything below 57% needs to be repaired. Anything above 57% does not need to be repaired. So when we get in here and we go inner tie rod, right? 73% does not need to be repaired. So we're going to put that back on. Outer tie rod, well, that's 13%. And 12%, let's go ahead and purchase two of those because we know those need to be replaced. Outer tie rod, two of them. Bingo. All right, we're back into it. Let's get back into her. Outer tie rod, that gets in. I got a buildup of outer tie rods. Actually, let's go with the lower first. Lower tie rod's in good shape. Bushing, all of them look so far to be in the 70s. So, again, don't fix what ain't broke. You do not have a power of attorney over your clients. So you cannot just start replacing things that you feel just need to be replaced. Okay, this needs, what's this one? Okay, so we need a double wishbone shock absorber and a front spring. I think we need two of those. And one cap. Okay, double wishbone shock absorber. Two front springs, and a shock absorber cap. No, just one. But that's how you get your bonus, see? That's how you get your bonus. You get a bonus for that, see? Let's take that apart because we are going to use the shock absorber cap on that one. The other one, I think I'm going to take it apart just because that way it's easier. I know this is all shot. And then when I go to put the shock absorbers on, I'll just have the two that are viable. This one will just be pieces. Boom, boom, boom. That's one. That's two. All right. %, so that's okay. But we're going to need another one. Sway bar front end link B. Sway bar front end link B. Just one. There you go. So we've gotten, I think this side is pretty well done, right? Got to rebuild the front wheel hub. I think we're going to need a bearing, though. I'm almost positive these bearings are shot. Yep, 2 wheel hub bearings. Booyah-ka-cha. 2. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to. Well, it's only been 13 minutes. It seems longer because we did that. We did have the thing go down. I'm not sure how far in we were when it went down the first time. Although it could be cumulative too. Sometimes it does that even though it goes down, it still recalls that you were on. So your guess is as good as mine. If you know, please drop something in the chat and let me know where I'm at. How long I've been on here. Okay, so this side I believe is done. And this is in good stead, 57%. I'm going to double check my 57%. So it's right on the cusp, but it still works. Small rubber bushing. Okay, that's rear though. Knocking sound, loud exhaust. Okay, so that's a lot of rear stuff. And we will get to that in a moment. But between here and there is the exhaust, and we will take care of that on our way out of town. Front steering knuckle C, tie rod, and as you can see, there's a lot. I have a whole bunch of old tie rods that are in bad shape, outer tie rods that are in bad shape. So after this one is done, I will probably sell off a lot of the old busted parts in my inventory, just so that I have I don't get confused and I'm not those are both 58, so that's within tolerance, as they would say. I can tolerate it. All right, so wheel hub bearing. Yeah, see, I'm getting it. Oh, I'll go ahead and put it in. We can put the hubcap on first here. What was that? I didn't. 61%. I believe it was in the safe range, but sometimes you start moving quicker than you're looking quicker than you're thinking faster than you smell, or something. I'm not sure. There it is. Front end suspension. Dunsky dooski. Oh, we were going to stop and do some exhaustage. Hey, rear muffler V8 overhead valve. I think we're going to do both of these. Why? Why, Zena? Both of these middle mufflers are going to come out. And then we have an exhaust manifold accessible from the engine bay. But we all know that this engine bay is not very accessible. Oh, actually, this isn't bad. Oh, no, I didn't want to be on the cooling. Didn't want to be in the cooling. Sorry. Fan. Exhaust manifold. That's what I was doing. There it is. Anything? Nope. All right, so let's start with the exhaust manifold. V8 overhead valve. So we need an exhaust manifold for a V8 overhead valve. Engine. Exhausty manifoldy for a V8 overhead valve. V8 overhead valve. There she is. All right. I know we need 2 middle mufflers, right? Actually, check, because one of them may look bad, but again, may not fall beneath that 58. No, they both do. All right, so 2 middle mufflers and a rear muffler V8 overhead valve. Okay, so we've got 2 middle mufflers. Rear muffler V8 overhead valve, we need that. Middle mufflers, we need 2 of those. All right, and let's go ahead and put the exhaust manifold back on. We got ourselves a brandy dandy new one. 100%. These folks are going to be off checking out the Yosemite, the Grand Tetons. Maybe they're headed down to Florida, do a little Disney. Hey, let's get the vacancy. Go down to Disney. Disney's got a nice camp area. I don't know if you were interested, but I thought I'd just help you out. Excuse me while I whip this out. So there's that, and then we're going to throw this on there. Exhaust problems, fixed it. Loud exhaust, taken care of. Okay, so we've got rear suspension issues. We will get on top of that, and we will let these people get on their way. They are patiently awaiting their vacation after everything that's gone down in recent days. They haven't been able to get away, so obviously you know how excited they are to get out of here. The last thing they want to do is sit in a mechanic shop waiting for their car. So you're out. Just pull the whole thing, right? That's what I would do. Just pull the whole thing, run it up to the bench, see what you can fix. What you can't, don't. And then we just got to remember the 58%. Once you get anything. Wait a minute. This leaf spring is in this fuel tank. How does that work? So in order to get the small rubber bushing out of this, I have to take this fuel tank off. There you go. In order to, because yeah, that small rubber bushing does look like it needs to be replaced. So we couldn't just leave it in there. We're going to pull this too, because the drive shaft, we're going to pull that and see if there it is. All right, we're over here now. Getting rid of it. What are we at? 21. I got 21:57. Somewhere around a half hour. Okay, so this may be the only one we do. I don't know. Maybe we'll. I keep trying to save some of the best for stream, but it gets kind of hard. I wind up sitting on my hands for a long period of time. I just don't want to do that. I want to play. So we'll see what we can do here. If I can get that other one done, then I think I might do the other. I might do the Chieftain on my own. The Chieftain being like the Trans Am. The game's version of the Trans Am, so very cool. All right, to the bench we go. Let's rebuild. Oops, bench is way over here. Wish they put another bench on the other side. All right, here we go. No whammies. Big money, no whammies. See, it makes that noise, but that's not the I just broke it noise. It is part of that noise, but it is not that noise. And again, these are all over that 59% threshold, so I really shouldn't mess with them because I could wind up doing more harm than good. And contractually speaking, I'm only supposed to take care of things over 59%. I mean, under 59%. So I'm doing this for my client as a courtesy. And then anything below 59%, obviously you want to fix to 100%. So just getting it up to, it's like 65%. Well, that's not enough. If it started off and it was below that number, well, then you got to fix it to 100%. Obviously, the fuel pump, I shouldn't even be messing with that fuel pump. If I wind up breaking it, you know, that's the stuff that can cost you your bonus. That's the stuff that will cost you in the end is, so, you know, again, the best thing is just to leave that stuff alone. Just deal with the parts that are on the work order. And, but I'm a sucker. I like the way it looks when it's 100, everything's 100%. And so far, we didn't break anything. That's the part I like the best, is that we didn't break anything. And so at this point, we can just start throwing things back. No, we're going to leave that out because we got to put the leaf spring back in. Look at how nice that looks. You know what I mean? That's why I do what I do. We do need small rubber bushings, though. 4 small rubber bushings. I'm almost positive. All right, you need to slow down. Slow your roll, Chumley. All right, so small rubber bushing. Yeah, see, 72%. That's perfectly fine. Fine and dandy, like sour candy. We're gonna go there. And we got another one. We will need at least 1 small rubber bushing, though, for the other side. We've got our leaf spring plate, which was 100% effective. So is this one. The U-bolts were good. We got the rear knuckle housing that worked well. Wheel hub 4. Solid rear drive axle. We're going to need one of those. The other one looks like it didn't get drum wheel cylinder, brake shoes, brake drum. Oh, you know what? Don't do that because you'd still need. You need the rear shock absorber B. Oh, that's good. We will need one though. Rear shock absorber B. Boop, boop, boop. Something was 58%. The rim is 58%. Let's throw it on and we'll see what happens. But that is 1 percentage point below our 59% threshold. But I don't remember seeing tires on there, so that may be an issue for another time. No. We need a leaf spring. Oh, it did change. I'm like, I didn't hear it change. Did not hear it change. What else did I say we needed? I think that was it, right? How am I supposed to do that? All right, Houston, we have a problem. How am I supposed to get this small rubber bushing on this leaf spring? But as soon as I do that, that's... All right, I found a flaw in the design here, folks. Nope. There is a definite fly in the joint. How am I supposed? Because it's not going to let me. It won't let me finish this. It won't let me finish this. Until I get that. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that though. Oh wow. All right, that's gonna suck huge because I don't know how to get to that. It won't let me. And I can't put them on, you know, like with the bottom suspension arm and stuff like that. Where when you put it in, it will allow you to put those small rubber bearing bushings in there. It won't let me do that. And this thing is literally in this fuel tank. And I don't know if it's going to let me finish this job with this rubber bushing not on. Okay, see this is what I'm talking about. It's like you run into situations like this. I don't know what obviously this is going to slow everything down because I don't think it'll let me mark it as done. I won't let me, you know, call it a completed job because I'm missing a small rubber bushing. I was able to get it out. I need a what do I need? I need a small rubber bushing. But I also need a rear shock absorber B. So what do I do? What do I do about this situation? All right. Gotta take the fuel pump out first. Man, oh man, how? If I could get close enough. Okay, I'm thinking this through now. If I can get close enough, zoom in, right? Zoom in. Come on. No. Do it. There it is. Ha ha ha! Oh, that's a 58 though. You son of a gun. You son of a gun, you. Small rubber bushing, I believe. Alright, so that's what we needed to do. We needed to zoom in and get so close to it that I was on this side. So now we're in the fuel tank. See, now we can get it 100%, which is cool because it's a. And we're going to go ahead and drop that fuel tank back in. Oh, right. Okay, I love it when a plan comes together. Said Hannibal from the A-Team, who was cool. All right, fuel tank is in. I think we're golden, right? Take a look. Find and fix any running gear problems. We got all that done. Knocking sound coming from the suspension. We got all that done. Loud exhaust. We got all that done. All right. Let's get her down off 2. Get the guys to run it through the car wash. Car's incomplete. There's a spring. All right, y'all. Why didn't you tell me? Because I was so preoccupied trying to figure out how to get that small rubber bushing in there. I forgot to put the leaf spring plate on there. And consequently, the U-bolts. It's right here, though. Easily. Oh, and we didn't. What? Leaf spring plate. And we didn't put the drive shaft back on either. Gosh darn it. Well, I was, again, I was taken aback by what was a very weird situation, but we figured it out. Got it taken care of. Oh, come on. 2 U-bolts. Do this and be done with it. All right. All right. There it is. I think she's ready now. Two down, 2 to go. Got a little bit of there. Here's the next contestant on the Price is Wrong. Suspension is rattling. Car is hard to control. Those are both suspension issues. Find and fix any running gear problems. Again, all suspension issues. Let's get you on the test path, and then we'll get you out on the test track. We'll get a full rundown on your suspension, and we'll be happy with that. Yes. Okay. Cruising along, $355,362. Front suspension in really bad shape. Really bad shape. Back suspension looks like it's okay. Lots of rubber bushings. Wow. We'll take a look at the. Let's take a look at the work order. Oh, we're still missing some. We're still missing a lot. Okay. We're going to take this puppy out to. Oh, go ahead. I'm going to throw it up on 2. Just because we're down to only 2 cars left, so we don't need to have that much space. Going to test track with the love bug. We'll get a thorough breakdown. This should basically reveal almost all these parts of the suspension. So no more mysteries, no more no more questions as far as that goes. Wow, she needs a little pep. This thing needs a little pep. This thing. There we go. Now she got the rubber band wound, huh? Whoa, look at this. You can barely see out the window. This is a weird way to sit. Ouch. All right. It's got good brakes. Yeah, so I might just, I'll end it after this one. Again, it's another suspension job. We'll do that. I will take care of the Chieftain. Inner tie rod, front springs, outer tie rods. Yeah, just basic suspension stuff. I think I'll probably take care of this one. Or maybe I'll just wait till next time. I'll broadcast tomorrow. We'll get this one done, and then I want to customize the garage, show you what we can do. But these suspension issues just take a while. So all right, let's sell. We're gonna clean out. I know I just sold the green part, but I bought that in error. It was the wrong part. I could have held on to it. You know, but I didn't want to. Goodbye. Then if I go over here, oh, that's not it. Over here, and I go to my new warehouse, which is just barn locations. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, make it 12. I got 12 barn location. All right, so let's do this. Let's try to do this here quickly. Okay, boom, here we go. We're gonna strip it down, take it over to the bench, fix what we can fix, replace what needs to replace, get it back up. Ah, come on, Pete. Come on. I was on it. It just at the last minute would jump off for some reason. I don't know why that is. was making me angry. Look at all this suspension. This looks horrible. Oh. Oh. Turn this way. Zoom out a little bit. There you go. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, how we doing? All right, we got to take this one and the back one there. Okay. Bench time. All right. Let's stick to parts that are under 58%. So anything less than 58%. This is 63%. So all of this is in good enough shape. We don't have to worry about this. All of that is in good shape. So let's start to rebuild. What do we got? First things first, we want to get the rack on. How's the rack looking? The rack needs to be replaced. So this is going to be a 1-for-1. We're going to try and do this as quickly as we possibly can, but because we are doing this 1-for-1, it's going to maybe be a little bit slower. So one steering rack, we'll put that in. Goes in. How about the front drive axle D? That needs a replacement as well. Front drive axle D. Axle D. There it is. And we can put that back on. Front drive shaft D, that's fine. Nope. Front sway bar B. All right, front sway bar B. Nope. Inner tie rod. We'll need two. Front steering knuckle C. Neither of those appeared. Usually we can clean those up pretty well. on the bench, but neither of them showed up. Oh no, I need two of them. But they didn't show up. So the lowest part that showed up on the bench was like 63%. So we need upper suspension arm and 4 rubber bushings. 8, make it 8 rubber bushings. What was it? Upper suspension arm? Bottom suspension arm or upper suspension arm. Okay. Upper and bottom suspension arm. Bottom suspension arm. 2 of those. Upper suspension arm. 2 of those. Rubber bushings. 8 of those. Okay, here we go. Bottom suspension arm. Two outer tie rods. Nope. Sway bar front end link B. Sway bar front end link B. Sway bar front end link B. 2 of those. Actually, we might call it after we get this front end done. When we come back, we will finish this by working on the rear of this. We're going to need to, I'm sure. Yeah, I was going to say. I'm sure that's an issue right there. So let's get this to where we can get it, and then we're going to need another one of these for the other side. And a wheel hub bearing. Front drive axle A. Front drive axle A. Where are you at? Front drive axle A. There it is. Make it 2 because we're going to need one for the other side. Nope. Nerf derf. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Okay. Again, shock absorbers are coming. I'm just going to go ahead and finish this out. Front wheel hub. I need another one of those. That's not it, right? It is that. Okay. Oh, Pete. Slow your roll, brother. I thought I grabbed a bearing already. Nope. Wheel hub bearing. Did I get the wheel hub bearing or did I inadvertently press? No, I got the wheel hub bearing. Okay. I saw that I inadvertently had pressed the button and gotten the wheel hub. That's that. Another one of these. That's good. Ventilated, that's good. Pads are good. Caliper is good. Goodly. We're going to leave that off until we get the shock absorbers done up. So, remove. Let's throw the other one on here. Double wishbone shock absorber. Okay, so what we're going to need, we definitely know we're going to need a front spring, and we're going to need 2 of those. We're going to need a front shock absorber cap. We're going to need 2 of those. We're going to need 2 of these. There it is. Nope. Slow your roll, brother. Yes. All right, yeah, so I think we're going to call it after this one. We will have to finish this job out tomorrow, and we will get into garage customization at that point. And then, like I said, we'll take a look and we'll try to get into the paint room, and we'll try to do some more work on some of our restorations. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. If you enjoy the stuff, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe. Always, obviously, just like everybody else, always looking to expand the channel and do a little bit more. Hopefully, I'll be able to keep doing stuff worthwhile, stuff you want to see. If you want to drop me a comment or something, I'd appreciate it. Something you'd like to see that I haven't shown, or something you'd like me to do that I haven't done. Again, we also got lawn mowing simulator, and I'll be getting back to that soon as well. But again, like I say, like, subscribe, and follow. Those are all the good key barometers about that somebody's out there and enjoying what I'm doing, and well, they want to see more of it. So let me know. I know I just finished saying I was going to stop. This is the problem I had yesterday. I couldn't stop. Just could not stop. You just think to yourself, all I have to do is this. Just do this. A quick rebuild of the back end, and I'm done. This is done. It's out the door, y'all. And I'm one vehicle closer to the next step, which is, the next vehicle. Then the garage customization, and then the restorations. Like I say, I'm looking forward to doing my first frame restoration. I want to see what that's like. See what you have to do to get that done. I'm looking forward to seeing that and participating in that. This is gearbox i4 4x4. But it looks to me like it's in good shape. Yeah, it's in good shape. So I don't have to worry about that. So we got that stuff off, folks. Look at that. We've already got it off. We're already running to the bench. What do we got? 57, 58%. What did we say we were trying to get to? I thought it was 59. 58. So the 57 we'll try to bring up to 100%. I think the 58 would just leave, right? So this 57 up to about 64. 99 for the solid rear drive axle. There it is. Got it. Okay. The drive shaft's at 58%, which is at our threshold, so we don't have to worry about it. I'm not gonna force our client to spend any more money than they have to. Rear axle knuckle housing B, that's at 69%, so that passes. We've got okay. Wheel hub 4, 71%. Solid rear drive axle, that's at 100%. That's the one we fixed. That goes in there. Drum wheel cylinder, 67. Brake shoes. What were the brake shoes? I looked at the number and yet I don't remember. 61 and 60, so that's all right because we're talking 58, 50, yeah, 58. So this side is done. And I think we can go ahead and put this drive shaft back in. That's at 58%, so it's in pretty good shape. Or at least it's at the level of tolerance, so. There's that. Knuckle housing B. 63%, that's all right, we'll take it. Oop, wasn't in the right spot. 59%, that's good, we'll take it. 62%, again, passable. Level of tolerance. $59, that's all right. All right, I think we are done, right? That seems kind of weird. Doesn't seem like there's much suspension happening there. No shock absorbers, no leaf springs, no nothing. It's just a solid drive axle into the gearbox on both sides, I think, right? Because the other one's doing the same thing on this side. Yeah. All right, well, let's take a look, ski. Those there are all green check marks. Those are all green check marks. Oh, a couple rubber bushings. We're missing a couple, 3 rubber bushings. I know where they are. They're up in the front. And I pulled them, but I forget about them because they're in the easy enough to rectify. I don't think we need to take anything off. It's in the front suspension cross member C. These are the ones that I yanked, and I tend to forget about them. Here's one. That's okay. There's another one. I'm actually in the tire right now. There we go. Number 2. And I believe number 3 is just right here. There it is. And I think we're done now. All right. All green check marks. All green check marks. All green check marks. Very good. So we did finish it after all. We're an hour and 2 minutes. Again, I'm not sure about the initial shutdown. I don't know why that happens, but it did again. Go ahead and move you over to number 1. Got ourselves a bonus there. Like I say, so far, I think we've gotten bonuses all 3 times. Let's see, maybe we can take a look here. Okay, so here, yeah, we're going to deal with our floor option. If you hit the C button, that takes you around to different camera angles, so you can see from all different angles. I want to go to this one here. Okay, so option. Honestly, I mean, it's the third time. And I have no idea why. I have no idea why it keeps doing that, but it's aggravating. So now this one stream is broken into 3 sections. It's ridiculous. So I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, it seems like there's a seam here. Okay, so we're going to move on to floor B. I'm not sure what floor B is, though. Okay, I think I know what floor B is. Floor B seems to be... No, I'm going to change the camera angle, not that. Let's go to the one that shows... There you go. So now if we go back to option 1, you see it? Oh, God. You can see the grates, basically. The grates are changing. It's the around the grates, really. Got a little blue there, a little green, so that'll tie in. Black. Got some white. I like the white. With the black and white tile, I think that looks good. The drain grates. You only have 2 options. Gray or black. We'll go with the black since it's got the white outline. All right, the wall option, wall A. Okay, so that's the back room back there. Let's see, is this it? Yeah, you can see the, there you go. So we got brick wall, which is what you start with, a little bit better brick, some tile. It looks like concrete. I think I'm going to go with that. Wall B. I'm not sure what wall B is. Let's go back here. It's like the pillars. I think that's like wood. I think I like that best of all, to be honest with you. Wall C. Wall D. Go black. Gate. Okay, so we got to see the gates. Why would you want a rusty one? I don't understand. Oh, and by the way, here's rusty. I think I'm going to just keep it the way it is. Oops, I need that back. There. So that's gate A. Gate B is basically the same thing, only on that side. But again, I think I'm just going to keep it the same way. Gate C is think gate C is that one in the back. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna leave that there. Gate D. What is gate D? That's in the back too. Okay. That's in the tuning room. Cabinets. I'm gonna go red. Just because the rest of them are red, so it just matches, I think. The office. I'm gonna go black. Column A. I'm gonna go white. You want those visible. You want people to be able to see those. Column C. Okay. Car lifter A. Oh wait, I'm changing the wrong one. Car lifter A, car lifter B, car lifter C. We're gonna have a little uniformity in here. Stains, what's stains? Oh. There's a bunch of stains. Why would I want stains? Option 2, option 3, option 4, option 5, option 6, option 7, 8, option 9. Option 2. I don't want no stains in my... I'm going to go 8. 8 looks like maybe it's the least amount of stains, right? Stains A. Stains B. Wow. I don't see any stains. Wait. I don't really see anything happening. Stain C, okay. Stains D. Garbage. I don't want any garbage. Do I have to have garbage? I'm going option 1, which seems to be no garbage. So we'll apply it. And this is our garage now. There we go. I think it looks nice. We've got stains and garbage. Why do I... So anyway, I think it looks a little bit nicer. Next time we come back, we'll go ahead and we'll take care of this beautiful Chieftain Bandit, which is, like I say, it's a looks like a Trans Am to me. And again, what does it got? We got controlling the car feels, so that's suspension. Gearbox faults, that's going to be the gearbox. Transmission is noisy. Spray it factory color, so we'll get to paint it. Currently, it's green. We're going to spray paint it baby blue. So come back next time. Join me. Hopefully, it'll be one long stream and not a series of short ones. So until then, I look forward to seeing you. Be safe, be well, be good, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.